Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Flight to Freedom. It is so good to have you with me here tonight. Now, friends, tonight is a first. Now, you may be asking, so what are you talking about this time? Well, friends, let me tell you. Tonight, I am actually going to be flying a plane from Westfield Airport to Nashua, New Hampshire. Yes, friends, I'm doing some night flying tonight with my instructor. I'm on my way, can't wait, excited to go, and I want you to be part of that the experience as well. So friends, come on, let's go, and let's get this thing started. See you in the cockpit. You know, as I'm driving to the airport, I thought about something that I heard today that it was just amazing. Now, you know by now out here, we're not just interested in you watching videos about aviation, but we're actually interested in pouring also value into your life. And so today I was listening to this guy being interviewed, and they asked him this question. They said, what is it that makes so-and-so so amazing? And he sat there for a little bit, the guy being interviewed, and he said, what makes this person so amazing is his ability to see greatness in others that they themselves don't see in themselves. And I thought that was just fabulous. Why? Because oftentimes we associate greatness with service, serving others, putting the needs of others before ourselves. But I've never really heard it put that way before. And so I want to share this with you. Who do you know that doesn't see themselves as being valuable? Someone who's always putting themselves down. Who can you encourage today by helping them to see value in themselves that they themselves do not see? So I want to encourage you with that. Friends, when we do it that way, then we are truly expressing value and greatness in others when they don't see it in themselves. Hey, what's up, everyone? I am back. I am at the Westfield Airport. Never been here out night. Man, it is such a privilege. There's no way I would be out here if I was not in flight school. I mean, just come to the airport, just walk on the airfield like that. It is such a privilege. I'm so blessed right now. I really am excited. This is the plane that I'll be flying in right here. You may not be able to see it. Let me point it right here. This is the airport plane right here. Whew. Old 13232. I haven't flown this plane in a long time, but I'm here with my instructor, so we're getting ready to get going. Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to Flight to Freedom. We are now in the cockpit. Yeah, we're finally getting this thing going so we can get out of here and be up in the air. It is such a wonderful opportunity once again to be here. Thank you for being with me in the cockpit. Just a disclaimer, friends, it is dark in here. I mean, you can't see a thing. Even the little light that we have, I thought it would be a great help, but as you can see here, you can't see a thing. So I'm going to show you certain elements of the flight, but we're not going to be here that long, okay? But I just wanted to show you what it looks like flying at night. It makes me have much more respect for commercial pilots who do this on a consistent basis. We're going to get going pretty soon.
Sorry about that, I was looking for it.
No, you're good. So we'll let this stuff come on.
Okay.
Now, these have an auto.
Okay.
This is what I was talking about. This thing's kind of a little intense, so I'm just going to kind of cover it up partially to obscure some of this stuff. We can still read it there, but that'll hopefully cut down a little bit of the crazy brightness there. Refuel, yes, save. Okay, so we're gonna that like that. And we're gonna put this down here. Gonna make it just a little bit easier on the eyes.
Now what he's talking about here is the lighting. And at nighttime, obviously, you know, the night does in a way affect your eyes, or your eyesight, I should say. And so he wanted to cover some of the bright lighting so that it wasn't affecting our eyes in such a way so that we could not see. You know how it is when the light reflects off your eyes, and it just tends to blind you a little bit. And so he was just trying to prevent that. So that's what he was just talking about right there. My instructor Mitch, he is awesome. I like him. He's the best. And yes, I'm biased, but he is the best.
That's the brakes real quick.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, so that's all good. Now over here, these auto dim, but they always go a little bit too dim, in my opinion, to see clearly. So I just brighten them up a little bit. Okay, now for lights, what we want on right now, all right, is we want our nav light on, okay, and our taxi and landing light on, but we'll leave the strobes off right now just until we get out on the runway, because you saw right when that other plane went, this kind of real bright for everyone else out here on the ramp. Okay. So we'll put them on when we're ready to actually take off, but for now we can leave them off so that way we don't blind everyone. So nav, okay, you look out left and right, see it's working.
Yep.
Taxi, landing, and then like I said, we'll leave the strobes off for the time being, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just like normal, okay, we'll get the ATIS and we'll make all our taxi stuff as pretty much the same as it is during the day. Nothing, as far as this goes, is going to be any different.
Nothing different.
Okay, so yeah, it's going to be 127.1. That's going to good, and now you can flip it. Good, and now COM2.
Initial contact if you will enter Bradley Charlie Aerospace, or if you need a transponder code for radar advisory. If assigned a transponder code, your departure frequency will be 125.35. Advised on initial contact, you have information Echo.
Alright, you got Echo.
Let's see, regional airport information Echo, 3253 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10. Sky clear.
Alright.
Temperature 13, 2.11, altimeter 3031. Runway 20 in use, IFR arrivals, expect RNAV approach. Notice to emissions. Use caution for birds on and in the vicinity of the airport. Departing VFR aircraft notify ground control on initial contact if you will enter Bradley Charlie Aerospace, or if you need a transponder code for radar advisories. If assigned a transponder code, your departure frequency will be 125.35. Advised on initial contact, you have information Echo.
Okay, information Echo. Cool. And
Let's see, regional airport information.
Okay, so we got information Echo.
yeah, here, if you want, yeah, connect to the Stratus, perfect. And look, show up in your 4 flight.
Right here.
Yep.
Alrighty. We're going out to the northeast.
Yep, so we'll just call like a normal northeast departure. So there we go, we're on ground.
Okay.
Now, flying at night certainly does have its advantages, and some of the advantages of flying at night: you have less traffic, you have smoother flight, better radio connection, and for the most part, it's a peaceful flight. As a matter of fact, when I got through flying, I said to my instructor, man, I wish we can do our training every single night. It is so peaceful, it is quiet, dark, but man, I tell you, it is a wonderful experience, and I would recommend it to anyone who has not tried it yet. If you are taking flying lessons and you still have some night flying to do, hurry up and get it out the way. It is great. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. I mean, the air was so smooth. There were no turbulence that I could remember. And if I can't remember it, that means there was none. But anyway, it was really a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Right, so we're
Yep,
right.
20 down towards the south. Yep. Haven't used 20 in a while.
Yeah, I thought we was gonna do runway 2, to be honest. Now, is there ever a time you can request another runway, even though?
Well, you could always ask. I mean,
Okay.
probably not always going to give you exactly what you want, but you could always ask for.
All right, parking brakes is set. Flight controls as best as I can get. All right, flight control set. Trim is set. Fuel selector is on both. Throttle. All right. Engine instruments check. Let's check the ammeter.
Okay.
All right, that's set. This doesn't have no vacuum, right?
No vacuum.
All right. All right, it is set. Carb heat on. Pull back throttle. All right, set. Carb heat on. All right, flight instruments is set. All is in the green. Fuel selector again is on both. Trim is set. Mixture is set. Carb heat is off. Flaps are up. Windows, everything is good. Lights as required. Do we put the strobe in now?
We'll do it when he clears us, okay?
Okay.
So when he's cleared for takeoff, we'll put him on as we come out of the runway, all right?
Okay. So as we're taking off, if anything happens, then I will pull back the throttle and taxi us off the runway. If we're off the ground, if something happens there, then I'll attempt to land whatever runway we have in front of us. If we're 1,000 feet above, we'll try to make our way back to the runway.
Okay, cool.
In the unlikely event.
Yeah, right? Okay, good. Okay, so let's put our heading on the runway heading. Just, that'll help us, especially when we take off, keep us in a straight line.
Okay.
So we'll spin that 180 degrees from 020 to 200 degrees. Oops, so that one can stay put.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
That's the
So we're at 3031, so put that back there. Yep, so spin that bottom one all the way around. Just 200. It shouldn't be super, super, super pitch black with the moon and no clouds, so we'll have a kind of an idea over in this area about, you know, what's going on. So you're gonna press the button there. Okay, so cool, and let's go ahead and punch just right now on the ground, go direct, and it's gonna be KASH, okay? And we'll just get that pulled up, ready to kind of go so we can reactivate it without having to do a bunch of typing while we're flying.
All right.
H, cool. Okay, enter. All right. Good, and what altitude you want to go at? Probably.
I thought this said we can do, if we can we do 6,000?
We can do 55 on the way there. We can do 65 on the way back if you wanted.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead. Let's push that in.
Altitude.
Altitude, then 5,500.
So let me just say this. Going towards the east is odd.
East is odd plus 500, yep.
Plus 500, okay.
And then west is E plus 500.
West is even plus 500.
Yep. Okay, so now push in again. There we go, now that selects it. Okay, cool. We're on with tower. Our checklist is done. Let's shut this light off, okay? Just try to push up into neutral. There we go. It's a little bit easier to see without the less light in here. It's easier to see out, okay? Cool, that's good. Let's go ahead, we'll call for our departure.
Westfield Tower, Skyhawk 13232, ready for departure, runway 20.
13232 Westfield Tower, runway 20 at Alpha, cleared for takeoff, left downwind departures approved.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 20, left downwind departure approved. 323. 232.
Okay, yep. That's okay. Alright, so we're ready. Now put the strobes on. It's gonna be the red switch. Alright, right there. Alright, and now we're good to come out onto the runway.
Now, is it like, do these get in the way? Like, let's say if you had something right here.
On the yoke?
Yeah.
Some people like that. I never had like the right setup for it, so I always just keep mine on my lap. But if you got a yoke mount, that secures everything properly,
They're on my side.
they make them, so it could be an option to like set that up right on the yoke.
All right, we are good to go.
Okay, we're lined up, ready, full power. Okay, go ahead, slide your heels to the floor. Good.
Alrighty.
Here's 60, pull back. Good, and we're up. Okay, we're gonna go straight ahead here until we hit that 1,000 feet just like normal.
Okay.
If you look out to the left there a little bit, you can see the Big E Ferris wheel, kind of like our 10 o'clock. Okay, go ahead, bring that throttle back just a tiny bit now. That's good right there. Just a little bit in this plane, we want to bring it down. All right, and let's start a left crosswind. We'll turn a left downwind. We're just going to continue to climb up to our altitude. Once we clear the Westover Delta, we'll just go on course over top of it. But for now, we'll just kind of remain in the pattern and just keep climbing up. It'll take a extra 30 seconds to kind of get over it.
Right over here.
Yeah, the Big E's right down there. Okay, so we'll go ahead, we'll straighten out. Here's like a left crosswind.
All right.
All right, and then turn this left again. We'll turn the downwind, but we're going to keep climbing. Okay, good, right here. I'll straighten it out. And there you go, get a pretty good view down there at the airport. You can see the lighting.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right there.
So you can see how the runways there are outlined in white, and the later half is going to be red, and then all the taxiways are blue. So if we're lined up with blue when we're coming back into land, then something's not right. And you look out over here in front of us down to the right, you can't see Mount Tom or anything at all, really. Let's shut our taxi and landing light off. Okay, so just the top two switches, okay? Both of those can come down, that's good, and the rest of this can stay on.
feet. And since we're going northeast, we're going east. Then you want an odd number for altitude. If we were going west, we would want an even number. But we're trying to get to 5,500, and from there it will be clear sailing. But as you can see, friends, it is really, really dark. You can't really see anything, and my camera, for some reason, I thought I had it so that you could see the front of the plane, but unfortunately, friends, it did not happen. So I'm not going to show too much of this. I will show the landing, but you'll only be able to see just little fragments of it, not a whole lot. Don't want to keep you here that long. I just wanted you to see just how dark it gets, especially when you're flying at night. And as a pilot, you should take every safety precautions, because you want to make sure that you are out there flying safe for the benefit of others, and also for those that are on the ground as well.
Level of flying, there's not really a lot of weather cancellations. Now there is some, right, but not nearly as much as like we would do.
Okay.
And usually it's not so much a cancellation as they wait until they can go. So like you get a 1 hour delay, a storm moves from directly over the airport to slightly away from it, and then they can all go, you know what I mean? Cool. So we're up at 35, we're over Westover's
okay.
Delta here.
Now, along the way, is it prudent to listen to other, I guess, comms just to make sure there's no traffic, or not? Like, remember how we were doing it for Turner Falls?
Yeah, we can kind of do the same idea as we cross around different places here. We can kind of change frequencies to different local airports, but there's usually not a lot going on at nighttime. So we want to come a little bit left, so you want to follow along with our course there, because we got our GPS line drawn up here. So if we recenter that needle, right now we want to track on a heading of 068. There you go, so like right here. If you want, go ahead and spin our heading bug to match up with that heading, so that way they're both kind of in sync. So just put that right on the top of our arrow.
All right, we are now coming in for our landing into Nashua Airport. It's been a great flight. It really, flying at night, I'm telling you, friends, it is amazing. The air was smooth. We had a great time. The scenery was great. Unfortunately, I was not able to show you a lot of that stuff because of my camera angle. In actuality, on the way back, my camera died on me. So I'm just going to show you the first leg, us landing into the Nashua Airport. And obviously, you won't be able to see the actual landing from the front side. Again, because of the way that the camera was set up. I do apologize for that. I do have another video that's coming of another flight, night flying, that we're going to do. So hopefully I'll get my act together by then. Until then, enjoy the landing. What's up, guys? I am back. Yes, I am. Oh man, I can't even begin to explain to you what that was like flying at night. It was, I would say it ranks right up there with some of the best experiences I have ever had in my life. I mean, I can't wait to do it again. I'm really looking forward to it. Had a great time flying out to Nashua, New Hampshire and back. Listen, it was, you know, I've heard pilots say flying at night, the air is smoother, a lot of that heat exchange, you don't have that during the, you know, what you would have during the day, you don't have it during the night sometimes. And I'll tell you, it was fabulous. Just being able to see everything from way up there. It was just a great experience, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for coming along with us. Now, some of the footage going back, you know, I lost power, so on my GoPro system, so I did not have any chargers with me, so I could only show you one landing. I couldn't show you my second lander coming back to Westfield Tower, but it's okay. At least you got the full stuff from, you know, Westfield to Nashua. But anyway, I just want to say thank you. Really, really, really enjoy. I wanted to show you something here real quick. I want to show you, I don't know if you can see it. It's trying to turn it, but I'm looking at the airport over here, and Bradley International Airport. Yeah, I'm looking at the airport. Don't see a plane coming in, but I actually live near that airport. But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. It's such a blessing. Had a wonderful time. Enjoyed my time with you. Can't wait to do it again. Can't wait to see you again in the cockpit. Take care, guys. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.